Welcome to Nerd Jersey. My name is Alex.
I'm Nicole.
Any good news lately?
Any good news lately?
Nope. All right, let's just.
Well, I mean,
how are you
actually,
doing?
one little baby thing. This is funny. I think you watch it. You watch The Walking Dead, right?
Yes.
Okay, I was gonna say, I know you do.
Yeah.
I don't think we have ever talked about it ever.
Not with the mics.
Well, I know, but I still just don't think.
Or the lack of the mics.
Or the lack of the mics, which we're working on fixing. Thank God. But
this is such a budget podcast.
It's no budget. We're moving up. We're moving on up soon. Don't you worry. But yeah, the trailer, kind of, if you can call 30 seconds of a dude running a trailer, came out for Fear the Walking Dead.
The one with the newscast of Los Angeles?
No, there's a second one.
Oh, shit.
It's just a dude who is slightly androgynous. Like, in the beginning, I was like, is that a dude? Like, I saw, like, the headlines, like, man running in Fear the Walking Dead trailer, and I was like, oh, okay, yeah, it is. Whatever. He looks so scared. Like it's the first time he is ever seeing a Walking Dead person.
Well, that's the idea.
I know, and it's... I was like, okay, you just got me in 30 seconds. You haven't seen this?
No.
Oh,
when did that go up?
This week.
Oh.
I'm going to have to show that to you. I mean, there's not much to talk about. That's why it wasn't
fine.
like...
Yeah,
it's a big deal.
Gotcha.
It's just... It's 30 seconds. It's a dude running. He looks scared shitless, and it's coming out in August. That's what we know.
I thought it was July. Oh.
No, it's August.
Well. Good, okay.
But, hey, it's not October.
I'm up for that.
It's not October.
Oh, yeah, they'll probably finish that and then run into Season 6.
Which is going to be so great. Now, I want to know if it's going to be a 6-episode Season 1 launch like they did with the first...
I think it is. Or, no, 8. I think it's 8.
It's 8, so it's kind of in the middle. Okay.
Yeah, it's just like... I don't even know if they're going to do a multiple, are they? I don't know.
I have no idea what they're going to do with it. I think if it does well, they'll continue it.
Yeah. Well, they'd be fools not to.
I mean, I want to know. I mean, ever since Walking Dead started, I've been sitting there like, okay, show me how the hell this happened. Like,
you'll never know what the virus is.
Oh, yeah.
You're just going to see how it plays out.
I just want to see how it plays out.
Kirkman has promised as much.
Thank God.
But hey, AMC is on a roll, so
there they are.
I'll dig it.
I'm very happy with them.
How was your weekend?
How was my weekend?
Yes. That's really what we got to talk about. There's no big news break. I was sitting around all day. Like I had band practice up north, and I was at the dentist this morning. And I was like,
dentist
at 9:30, yeah. And I was like, this is my first trip in 2 years. There's no way this goes well. Didn't go bad. Didn't go badly. It was good. But I'm sitting there thinking, like, I hope that some big newsworthy event happens in the next 10 hours.
The only other little bit of news that I found out that I can't really speak to, unfortunately, is apparently they're trying to make a Hawkgirl series on the CW to like be adjacent to Arrow and Flash.
Oh, she's going to be in Legends of Tomorrow.
Yeah, well, she's apparently getting like a series.
After Legends of Tomorrow?
I have no idea. I just saw Hawkgirl's getting a series, and I was like, cool.
I think, because they briefly showed her in the Flash finale. Mm-hmm. Although, if you don't know who the hell Hawkgirl is or who's playing Hawkgirl, you wouldn't even recognize her. You'd just be like, oh, it's a bystander.
Yeah.
But everybody else was like, oh, that's Hawkgirl. Like, I know because I watched the Legends of Tomorrow trailer. So, there's that.
Okay.
That's cool.
Well, yeah, apparently she's getting her own series.
Yeah, good for her.
That's what I saw.
That's
I don't
cool.
know if it's true.
Their
There's
world
a push.
building. I'm invested in that world. I like it. I like what the CW has done. I'm a fan. I will continue to watch those series. It took me a while to get on board, but I did it.
I feel like they can be slightly campy.
Well, Arrow for sure. Flash plays it endearingly. Mm-hmm. Like, you watch Flash and you're invested because it's cool to watch and the effects are brilliant. Mm-hmm. And even the camp that's played up quite a bit and it's a little bit goofy, you believe because all the characters are kind of like of that mindset from the start. Not in a way that's just like, wow, none of these guys take their job seriously, but in a way of like, yeah, this guy's excited because he just created a goddamn superhero. Of course he's going around trying to name all the villains that come out of that catastrophe.
Yeah. I still have to watch all of that, but
I suggest it. But
I was a big Supernatural fan for many years, so I'm familiar with what the CW
Well, that's
puts
still
out.
going strong.
Yeah, it is. I mean, it's going. I don't know how strong it's going because I've been devout for years, devout Supernatural fan, and I kind of fell off. I feel like they're just there's just some shows that are on for like way too long.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, this is what 11 seasons. Yeah.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
It's a little too much, you know. But that's me. Apparently, people are enjoying it, but I've stopped.
Yeah. I think a lot of people are just kind of like, well, I've come this far.
Yeah.
That's how I was with Dexter.
Yeah.
That was one that ran 4 seasons too long.
I just feel like once you run out of, you start recycling ideas.
Yeah.
And you're like, okay, well.
Well, so I'm watching this show on Netflix, Bloodline. So my brother just flew in from Australia to come and visit before we go off to the wedding in Prague, and he came home and he was talking about this Netflix series that him and his roommates have been watching called Bloodline, and like they put it out in March or something. And it's like one of their new original shows. And I watched the first 4 today. It's very well done, and I'm thinking like I can see this season playing out, and then them having nothing else ever again, and it would be awesome.
Right.
It's just one of and I feel like there's room for that. It's never going to happen because everyone's trying to cash in on a franchise and make something.
Well, yeah.
Obviously, but I don't know why it was specifically this show that made me think that. But I'm watching this show, and it's just about this family, and they all have these dark secrets, and they all have turmoil within the family, and very dysfunctional. But done in a way that's kind of unique and has not been done before. And there's the present time, and they do like flashbacks, and they do flash forwards and things to let you know where things are going. And I'm just thinking like, I can see probably where they're going to end this season. And I could see why, if like they just didn't renew it, it would be awesome. But they did. It's going to get a second season. We'll see. I'm only 4 episodes in. I don't know where it's going to go.
Nice.
But
what's that about?
It's hard to explain because 3 episodes in is where you start to realize, like, okay, so these are the characters we're now following, and we're heading towards something. But basically, like, there's a family reunion of sorts on Key West or one of the Florida Keys, and the black sheep older brother comes home and. He's, I guess, I don't know, addicted to painkillers and has a past in crime. And one of the brothers is a detective for the local police department, and so they butt heads, but they're also really brotherly and like really connected to each other. But all these secrets start to come out, and it's interesting.
That is fascinating, my friend. I just realized what I did this weekend.
Yes!
Like, I just remembered.
Yes.
Like, I'm like, what day of the week is it?
Today's Monday.
Yesterday was Father's Day, so
Yes,
happy Father's Day to any...
To all the fathers.
fathers listening.
Current
Belated.
or future.
Yeah, whatever. Whatever's going on. Also, a lot of people are saying also happy Father's Day to the single mothers who are doing it on their own.
Hell yeah.
I would say you definitely deserve 2 days, so have it. You deserve more than 2 days, but whatever. I actually, yesterday, was at a wedding.
Nice.
Yay. Congratulations to one of my best friends, Natalie, and her husband, Donnie. That was fun. I was, yay! I was with...
Weddings are good.
Yeah, it was good. I was with a bunch of girls who I studied abroad with last year. This time last year, we were abroad in England, and we're all obsessed with Harry Potter. So there's 7 of us. Just so happens that there's 7 of us, so we decided to call ourselves the Horcruxes. And if you go on this wedding had its own hashtag. There we are. Like,
on what? On Instagram?
On Insta,
okay.
Yeah. The Horcruxes. And then Donnie had a throne he was sitting on, right? Like, during the reception. And the arms were lions' heads. So we decided that we were going to usurp the throne. And he was going around saying hi to everyone. And I just go, Donnie, winter is coming. And he was like, all right, dude. He was like, bring it. He like pulled out a fake like invisible sword. And he was like, I'm ready to go. He was just like talking to his family or something. And the 6 of us, the ones that weren't getting married, obviously, decided to sit on the throne, and we just took their seats. It was good. So we said winter came. The Horcruxes took over Westeros. It was good.
That's adorable.
Yeah,
it's a hell of a themed wedding. It probably wasn't even a themed wedding.
And
but as far as you guys are concerned, it was a themed wedding.
And
that's good enough.
My good friend, one of the Horcruxes, Danielle, decided to comment that because, unfortunately, one of the wedding goers got a little excited about catching the bouquet and fell.
Oh, no.
No, it was really, really upsetting. Like, she fell and she smacked her face.
Oh!
There was blood.
Oh, shit.
And it was really, really scary.
Was it worth it?
I think she was okay. Not sure. But then Danielle texted us after, like, I guess we witnessed a bit of a red wedding. And I was like, God damn it. God damn it. I was like, oh, that's not even, that's kind of funny. Like, I didn't hate it.
Darkly.
So, yeah,
darkly
I really
funny.
hope she's okay. I really do, because that was, it was really sad. But people get very, very excited about the bouquet, you know? It's just what happens. So,
well,
there you go.
My brother's wedding is in
Prague, right?
Yeah. We leave a week from Tuesday, tomorrow. So I'll be going June 30th to July 10th. This will only be the second wedding I've ever been to.
Shut up.
Yeah. Not a lot of blossoming family lives
That's
in my
upsetting.
experience yet.
Well, I have a huge Italian family, so I always, like, every other year I have a cousin getting married, you know, or having a kid, or, like, you know, some christening or something, or whatever.
My family's not all that big, so I guess that factors in.
Yeah.
But that'll be a good time.
This was only the second wedding I've ever been to not in a church, so...
Interesting.
Yeah. Yeah, my family's very religious, so... But it was really, really, really nice. It was in Point Pleasant, New Jersey. Beautiful. Really great place. Happy the weather held up. Definitely happy the weather held up. We weren't sure,
because we had a Father's Day barbecue at the house yesterday.
Yeah.
And we were concerned, given the 3 days before that were all rainy
terrible
and awful.
Right.
But it ended up being beautiful. Actually, a little bit too hot. But, you know... that's a hell of a complaint.
Yeah, really. It was too hot.
It was just too nice out.
It was too beautiful. I couldn't take it. But yeah, so that's really, I mean, I didn't... Besides that, it wasn't really an eventful weekend. I spent Saturday with my dad because I knew Sunday was going to be in...
So, pseudo-Father's Day? Pre-Father's Day, if you will.
It was nice.
Father's Eve?
It was definitely nice.
That doesn't... I don't like how that sits.
Father's Eve?
I don't know.
I'm not a fan of that.
I don't know how I feel about it.
I don't know why, but that's just not...
Yeah, you know, sometimes you just kind of, you know, spitball
throw
ideas.
things out there, you know, it's fine.
Just see how they sit. That one, not so good.
It's totally okay.
But, you know,
okay
that's
what
happens.
So I actually meant to ask you while I was telling the story, but when we decided what houses we were going to be in when we were going to usurp the throne.
Okay.
What house do you see yourself in?
Oh, Jesus.
This is a very important conversation to have.
I know, and I've never really thought about it.
And then we got to go Hogwarts house after that. Just sort the crap out of ourselves.
So let's run down the list here. Let's see, we got House Stark, which is probably what everybody would like to run to. Being the protectors and the very wise, but not afraid to get their hands dirty. I don't know about that. House Bolton, hell no. They're a bunch of nightmarish, awful people. Targaryen is really only the one good one, so I would like to say no. I'm not that crazy, nor am I blonde.
Yeah.
So I don't know if I'd fit in. I think they'd spot me right away. They'd be like, he doesn't belong here.
That's not right.
Let's see. Certainly not a Martell. Martells aren't. Let's see. They're very open-minded and but they're adept in combat, which I'm certainly not. I feel like in a fight I'd be scrappy.
You would be scrappy.
But given my
leanness?
my lean,
composition?
Yeah, we'll call it I didn't want to call it composition, but we'll go with that. I'd get knocked down a lot, but I feel like I'd get back up.
You'd get knocked down, but you'd get up again.
Yeah.
You ain't ever gonna keep me down.
Yeah. Okay. So, but no, I'm not feeling like a Mart. Maybe I don't know. What are the Tyrells known for? That's really what we've narrowed it down to,
Growing
right?
strong.
That's what.
Think about, not about Marjorie and her delightful grandmother. Because they're really kind of the tokens there, aren't they?
I've really kind of narrowed it down to that. I don't even know. Where do you see me?
Where do I see you?
Where do you see me?
Well, I mean, you got a vast array of houses here.
I know.
I had my buddy Bridget was a Tully. Not Tarly, not Sam Tarly, not that, the Tullys. I think there was like 2 or 3 of them in the show ever. Like, they're not
The name's
huge.
familiar. And
They're redheaded with blue eyes.
Yes.
Yeah, like that's it. That's their thing.
Mm-hmm.
She was that. That's what she picked. So there's a vast array.
There are. Then there's the phrase.
Part of me would want to say Lannister because of Tyrion, but otherwise you don't fit at all.
Well, yeah, he's the black sheep of that family.
Exactly.
So,
so I guess I put you in Stark.
Oh, all right.
If I had to pick.
Thanks, man.
You're welcome.
Cheers.
Dude. You're welcome.
What about you? Because I know you've thought about this.
I took a quiz once, and it told me Tyrell. I didn't hate that because I do identify a lot with Marjorie, but I still don't agree. I'm like, no, I'm not a Tyrell. Just because the flowers that I'm like grow a pair, like growing strong. Like what are you doing? But like I would take it in stride. But anyway, I decided on Targaryen.
Okay.
Just because I always feel outnumbered. Just completely outnumbered.
Yeah.
But then all of a sudden, dragon. Like,
True.
Because you think of, like, Daenerys' arc. She kind of, like, didn't talk, didn't say anything, didn't stick up for herself, got married to Khal Drogo, and then woke the hell up. You know what I mean? And I just feel like she's constantly reinventing who she is. Not reinventing who she is, but building on who she is and growing as a person. And
she's got a fire in her too.
Yeah, well,
for sure. So
yeah,
then you're a tiny little ball of energy.
Woo! That's me. So yeah, I went Targaryen.
Okay. What about your Hogwarts house? Did you do that Pottermore quiz?
I did.
What did you get?
I will always be a Gryffindor.
And I got Gryffindor as well, which surprised me.
That does surprise me a little bit.
I did not think I would, but J.K. Rowling says I'm a Gryffindor, so I'm a...
If Joe Rowling tells you you're a Gryffindor, you're a Gryffindor.
I'm a fucking Gryffindor.
That's how that goes.
Damn it. Everyone wants to be, but I always thought, like, I see myself as a Ravenclaw.
Yeah, I would... If I had to guess,
I would have pinned myself for that, but...
But I also would put Hermione in Ravenclaw, so... I mean, that's an age-old...
Fair enough.
...thing.
But that wouldn't be plot convenient.
No, it wouldn't. It really, truly wouldn't. But, you know, there's a reason. Whatever.
So, you know.
But, yeah, I've always identified as a Gryffindor. And not just because, you know, the heroes in the books are Gryffindors.
Right.
But because I genuinely feel like...
some of the heroes are from other houses.
Yeah, I agree. I just feel like... I feel like I'm a Weasley on the inside somewhere. And, like, they're just Gryffindors. That's how that works. No, I've just always identified with Gryffindor house. Always. And
there you go.
I would have changed that if my Pottermore quiz had come out differently.
But it didn't.
But it didn't.
So here we are.
So there you go.
There we go.
I've told people just to join Pottermore just to do that.
That's exactly what I did.
Like, I
did that in my freshman year of college, and I haven't looked at it since.
Yeah.
I got the result.
I did for a while.
And I did a couple, like, the inside the chapters of the first book when those posted, but I didn't go back.
I played through book 1, and then it took forever for book 2 to come out. And I think
that's what happened to me, because I still get emails from the website. That's
Do you really? I don't, because I don't use the email I had anymore.
I've always had the same, since I created that Gmail for, like, professional reasons and for college reasons and whatever. So I get a lot of emails from... I should really unsubscribe from a lot of lists when we're done here.
Yeah.
But no, it'll tell me, like, all right, Order of the Phoenix just posted. And I'm thinking, like, I haven't taken this in 5 years, so...
Yeah. I guess it's supposed to be more entertaining if you read the books as you do it. And as someone who's reread these books several times, I'm like, I do need another reason to read them again. So, yeah. I'll probably pick it up at some point again, but I don't know. I need motivation. I don't know if I have it. I think, well, I read when she put up, she meaning the queen herself, Jo Rowling.
Yeah.
She put up background information on McGonagall. Just like her entire life was on Pottermore, and I was like, this is amazing. So I read that, because McGonagall, I want to say, is my spirit animal. So,
she was the best. She was great.
She was. If you're an animagus, I can't talk. If you were an animagus, what would you be?
You're asking hard-hitting questions.
These
here.
are fun.
God. I don't even know. I'd have to think about this long and hard, man.
That's hard. It's definitely hard.
You've thought about yours, haven't you?
Oh, God. Well, the Horcruxes decided to pick out, like, our patronuses, our marauder names. We all have marauder names for ourselves. Like, it's really bad. Like, we went bananas on this. But my spirit animal has always been a wolf, so I would just do that if I had to pick.
That's fair.
You know?
Yep.
But my Patronus is not a wolf. My Patronus is a fox.
I feel like...
But that's strange.
One of my friends from high school used to call me Bird Bones.
Do you remember? Okay.
So maybe I'd be a bird.
I'll take you
some
back.
description.
I'll take you back.
We'll call it a hawk. Hawks are kind of badass, right?
Hawks are pretty cool.
We'll do a hawk. Let's say I could be a hawk. Maybe that's just my Patronus. I don't know. Yeah, exactly. I'm all for flying.
Sweet.
That would be the superpower I would want if I could have any. Not that you get to choose when you get bathed in radiation, but...
Not that you have that choice. I think Bruce Banner would have picked something very different.
Vastly different.
Vastly different. But anyway, I'm going to take you back real quick.
Oh, God.
Do you remember in, like, middle school or something?
Can we cut now?
We got in some...
We'll just post a 20-minute podcast. It's fine.
No. We got in some, like, fake argument, like, half argument. And I told you to bring it, Twinkle Toes. I said, bring it, Twinkle Toes.
I do not remember this at all.
You called me Twinkle Toes for like months.
Did I?
Because you thought it was so lame. I was like,
That's
you're
pretty
right,
lame.
that was really
it's
lame.
Pretty lame.
I agree with you. But we weren't even friends.
That's
at that
something
point.
me in 7th grade me can agree on.
Well, we weren't friends then. You know, like...
Not quite.
We really weren't.
Yeah.
I just thought it was really freaking funny. I don't know what made me think of that.
I don't know. I don't know. I don't remember that. There's not a lot I remember from those days, though. So
I think I was in my brain thinking about our marauder names, and they were really pretty lame. So that's probably how I got there.
Maybe.
Oh, because mine was Twitterfoot. Because if you think of a fox... It was Twitterfoot. I don't know why. It just was. I got a bracelet in Scotland that had a fox on it, like, just because of that. Like, literally, that was the only reason. But yeah, that's where my brain goes.
What was, remind me what Rita Skeeter's, animagus was.
Wasn't she a fly?
She was a little bug, right?
She was a little fly.
That's what I thought. Yeah, okay.
Pretty sure she was a fly.
That was just...
She was quite literally a fly on the wall.
Yeah, I think that was the tongue-in-cheek part.
It was kind of silly.
Yeah, for like 15 seconds there, I was like, what the hell was she? Because I know it was something that made it convenient for her to...
Yeah.
To
and I just read that.
Yeah.
I just read that. So.
I tried to... So, a couple of times, I've tried to go back and just read the 7th book again.
Mm.
And for some reason, something always gets in the way, and I can't do it. Even though, like, when it first came out, I read it in less than 2 days. Like,
yeah.
I went straight through. I didn't sleep.
Well, I mean, just because we didn't know what was going to happen.
I guess that's true.
You know, I mean, otherwise, it's kind of 80% camping in the woods with Ron, Hermione, Harry, and a locket.
I mean, the first, 10 chapters is, the escape, and then the wedding, and then Scrimgeour coming with his warning, and then blah, 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 blah. There's a lot leading up to the whole wood scene. The blah, 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 blah. But I was, and I enjoyed it. I still enjoyed it on the second read as a older and wiser individual.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I've never been able to power through it again. It kind of disappoints me. I'm kind of bummed out about it.
I just read the 5th book again.
That's the That's the densest one.
That is the densest one, I'll tell you that. Because I had never reread it. I'll tell you why I never reread it. Sirius Black was my favorite character.
And you couldn't live through that again?
No. Like, I'm dead serious. Like,
no,
I couldn't do it again.
Now, having sat next to you for the premiere of the last movie, and having you crying leading up to the point where they were going to kill Fred.
Yeah. I saw George, and I was like, oh my God, it's okay, honey. I was like, it's going to be okay.
So knowing where that was going, I can definitely see why you wouldn't pick up the 5th book again. And the 5th book is
did recently.
It's over 1,000 pages.
It's so long.
But there's like...
But it was so good.
It's good. It just has like the least amount of action going on. There's a lot of...
For sure. It's angsty Harry.
Yes, there's a lot of exposition going on.
It's just angst.
I do like how they moved to like the 6th book was like the romantic comedy of them because it was all like the weird ass romance stuff.
And then all of a sudden Dumbledore's dead. And you're like, wait a minute, that is not the tone of this book. What just happened?
Yeah, really pulled the carpet out from under us.
But
on that one.
I'm moving on to 6 and 7 for the 3rd time each.
Nice.
But or 4th.
I did get through the first 3 again.
Well, those are easy.
Yeah,
you can read those in a day.
So then I thought, all right, I'll just skip ahead of the 7th one because I just want to kind of digest that at once now, knowing where everything ends up.
It's a very different experience.
Oh, you ever have that where you eat and then you're hiccuping forever?
Yes.
Like, thank God I'm not a singer. Like, when I go and play shows, there's no mic in front of me because I will often gorge myself on food and then go up on stage, or gorge myself on booze and then go up on stage. And
very professional of you, Bond.
But then I'm always, like, hiccuping the whole time. And, like, if I had to sing, that'd be bad news.
I could do it for you. It'll be fine.
So, yeah, now I'm dealing with that.
Nice.
I had the barbecue leftovers for dinner. That was
good.
That's always nice when you cook up the family cooks up 2 steaks and there's just one sitting in the fridge the next day. And for a week you're eating steak like a king.
That's pretty lovely.
I love steak.
All right. Well, let's close this out. I got one more question. One more fun "What am I?" question. It's like a BuzzFeed quiz on crack. Is what this
It's a BuzzFeed quiz without any guiding questions.
No guiding questions.
What's your aura color? Is it cyan, magenta, light green, dark green, forest green, or red?
Okay, Bond. So the Horcruxes, we decided to just like assign each person a Horcrux.
Whoever got the locket must be pissed.
Which one do you think I am?
Oh Lord. So there's the diary, the locket, the tiara / crown,
the diadem.
Yes, thank you. I remember having to Google what the hell a diadem was
No,
to understand.
Like, what is it?
Yeah,
and then the movie was like, it's kind of like a crown. I was like, thank you.
The cup.
Yep.
Nagini.
Yep.
Harry.
Yep.
And...
What do you mean? The ring?
The ring.
Yeah.
Gaunt's ring. So which one are you?
Which one am I? Fun fact, we decided that Natalie's husband is the honorary 8th, so he's Voldemort. But I decided that last night by myself, and then I voiced that, and nobody heard me, but it's okay.
Oh,
now they all heard me. There you go. Donnie, I love you, sorry. You're still Voldemort. Okay.
I'm thinking diary.
Why? Why do you think diary?
Because I feel you have a lot to say, and there's a lot, like you've got a good perspective on different things and can like kind of build your own opinion based on you gather all this stuff and you can then.
I'm academic.
Yes. Yes.
I am not the diary.
Putting it very academically, you're academic.
Thank you, but no, that honor belongs to Bridget, who's like one of the best writers ever, and she's just the most bookish human being I've ever met in my life, in the best way possible.
Yeah, no, it's a good thing to be.
So she's the diary, but you get one more chance.
We need more people like that, honestly.
We need more diaries.
All right, I get one more. So if you're not the diary, you're not the snake.
No, I'm not the snake.
You're not the ring.
Not the ring.
You're not the diadem.
I'm not the diadem.
I feel like if anything, I'm the cup.
You don't need to explain that to anyone. just leave that be.
So that leaves what? Harry and Locket.
Mm-hmm.
And like in some way, aren't we all Harry? I don't know. I don't want to call you the Locket. The Locket's just like
it's the Locket.
And it drives you mad when the longer it's around, it drives you insane. How would you feel if I called you that?
The person who is the Locket, that is not why. that is so not the reasoning.
Does it say something about me? That's my first thought was,
no.
Oh, they wore it a lot and they went fucking nuts.
No. Not in that way. Not in the, no.
So did you guys decide that you get to be Harry?
I'm Harry, yeah. Because I am somehow kind of like a cornerstone, I guess, in the group. I kind of organize us. And anytime we like get together, it's always at like my house. We're always like chilling with me. But my personality, I guess, is kind of outspoken and direct and like. And I'm a Gryffindor, so they were like, "You're Harry."
I mean, he was almost a Slytherin.
I mean, I could easily be a Slytherin, but I'm not. You know, think about me. I'm kind of cunning.
I mean, I've thought of myself in that way too, just like kind of being the common denominator between friend groups, like with you and Ryman and that group now, and like Scherer and that group, and just think like I feel like I've the Bond House. Maybe this is less because of me and more because of my parents.
Probably because of your parents.
But the Bond House was always the go-to spot. But then that just goes back to me believing that my friends like my parents more than they like me. You're suspiciously quiet.
I know. No, I that's not true. But I do love your parents.
Everyone does, and they love everybody. It's great. It's a good situation to be in.
It's a good time. It's a good time. Your dad still has to make me a cup of tea.
He never has?
He never has.
Jesus.
Isn't that terrible?
You must not spend a lot of time at my house.
I mean, I used to. Now we're here all the time because, my
Because this is a convenient spot.
Apparently good for recording.
Yes.
It is. It's a good space.
Well, we did it.
We did something.
So
I'm not sure if we did it, but we did something.
It counts for something.
All right. Well, this was a bit of a news light week, so I guess it's okay.
Just to
I
get
think we
to know
made
us
it
a little
fun.
bit. We can always backlog it. If something else happens in the next, 40 minutes, we can record another one.
That's true.
We can post this while I'm in Prague.
Something happened in the last 10 minutes, and now we need to talk about it.
Yeah.
Probably not. I'm going to go with no.
Mark Maron interviewed Obama on his podcast.
Yeah, I know. I saw that.
That posted today.
Which is like, whoa, okay.
It was enlightening. It was more it was more like a candid conversation with getting to know him as a person, which I enjoyed.
Yeah.
There was talk
he's lovable as a human being.
Yeah, there was.
You can't get around that.
There was talk of some of his policies and things that were going on in the last week, but it was enlightening.
Yeah, I'm sure. I mean, the man can do that now.
Yeah.
He doesn't have a campaign, or he has a country to run. He doesn't have a campaign to run, though, so I guess he could just do that. Cool beans, man.
Alrighty, well,
all right.
That'll do it.
For Nerd Jersey, this is Nicole Herview.
And Alex Bonds.
Reminding you always to wear your nerd jersey with pride.
Yeah.